And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We got a great show for you today. As always, we are live every single day at noon Eastern. If you want to watch live, head over to takesbyfans.com/watch. If you want to watch but not live, head over to our YouTube channel, Takes by Fans. We post all of our shows and clips of the show there on a daily basis. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and even Facebook Podcasts now. Yes, Facebook has podcasts, so that's where you get them. We're on there as well. So however you want to watch or listen, we've got you covered multiple ways. Alrighty, today is a big old Thursday, folks. We got to predict and react to the Week 10 lines today. There's still a film study we have to get into with Matt Stafford, but y'all know NFL.com's website is absolute garbage. Game Pass is absolute garbage this season, and we can't even get to NFL.com to look at the highlights and to look at the film and all of that. So we'll see if it changes as we're going. So we'll see if we can get to that. So it might be a little bit of a shorter show today, but we'll see. We'll see if we can fill it out somehow, because I don't think we're going to be able to get to the Rams film study, and we have to watch Matthew Stafford, folks. We've got to watch Matthew Stafford because that performance, his decision making, folks, we know that this is a big concern for us. We know this Rams team is at, Super Bowl level caliber, but the way that Matt Stafford doesn't put a complete game together, I don't know if we can truly buy him. So we got to get our hands on this film, and NFL.com, they are just not giving us a film so we'll try to refresh it when we get to that. Maybe in a half hour it changes, we hope, but we'll see. And then we got to break down the NBA. A lot of NBA action last night. We'll spend a little bit more time on that. I'll set a clock for 15 minutes because that film study is just not up yet. So let's get some time on the clock right here. And, let's raise this to 15 minutes. Let's go a little luxurious on the 20 games that were on last night. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it with our NBA Daily 10. Next 15 minutes of uninterrupted basketball talk. Let's see what we get. Here we go. Big day in the end. Clock started now, by the way. But, big day in the NBA. Look at all these games on. And I'm not going to forgive the NBA for putting Pistons Rockets on TV. We had to suffer through that waiting for the Heat Lakers game. Absolutely atrocious. But here we go. First game up of the night. Wizards at the Cavs, and the Wizards pull off a 3-point win right here. 97-94. Kuzma, a clutch three. Kuzma hits a clutch shot. Alrighty. Kuzma, I definitely like him on this Wizards team better than what he was showing with the Lakers. I don't know if we put him in tier 1 playing category. I'll give him a solid tier 2 right here for this Wizards team. But he was the second leading scorer for the squad here. 22 points, 5 rebounds, a clutch 3, 6 of 9 from 3. Solid job by him. Bradley Beal, 13 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. He shot very poorly. Took 19 shots, 21%. Not good at all. But then really great bench production here by no, that's not even the bench. It's Spencer Dinwiddie in the starting lineup. I apologize. 11 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. But then we got the great bench production by who? Of course, Montrezl Harrell, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals in 25 minutes off the bench. Loving Montrezl Harrell here, and we'll see if he ever finds his way to the starting lineup over Daniel Gafford. I would like to see that, but we'll see. Maybe they're just cool with him coming off the bench. I'm cool with him playing 25 minutes off the bench and getting this great production. So well done with the Wizards beating the Cavs last night. A little unfortunate with the Cavs, obviously. We don't have Colin Sexton anymore, so all the kind of buyability and bettability in this Cavs team, I really think is, do I dare? I don't want to call it 100% gone because they still have Jared Allen and Darius Garland, but, I mean, they're missing that other scoring guard, so it's going to be unfortunate for this Cavs team for the rest of the way. But Darius Garland, 19 points, 4 assists. We had Jared Allen, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Evan Mobley, and he's been a great factor here. This is why they're there is still some buyability in this Cavs team because Evan Mobley is just having a great season so far. 19 points, 7 rebounds. And then off the bench for this Cavs team, Ricky Rubio getting it done, 20 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he could also be another big key of filling in for that Colin Sexton injury. So we'll see what Ricky Rubio can do, and we'll see if Evan Mobley can continue this high level of play so far for this Cavs team. Unfortunately, Kyle Kuzma with the big old 3, and they're able to win at 97-94. Alrighty, next game up here is the Nets over the Magic, and the Nets absolutely blow out the Magic, and that's no surprise. I mean, Cole Anthony tried his damnedest like he does every single game out here. Little lackluster overall. We can allow Cole Anthony a down game every here and there because he's the only player that's working on this team consistently. So Cole Anthony, a little disappointing performance, 10 points, 8 rebounds, only 2 assists. He had 3 steals. I'll give him that. But 0 of 5 from the 3, 33% on 12 shots, not getting it done. Leading scorer for the starters was Mo Bamba, 14 points, 9 rebounds. And then we had Terrence Ross off the bench led the team in scoring with 17 points. But overall, we know this Magic team isn't anything special. And when you get the Nets, you get Kevin Durant, who drops 30 points every single game like he did. 91% shooting, folks. 12 shots from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. Only took 7 free throws, made 6 of them. But that shooting percentage, oh my gosh, easy money sniper. Kevin Durant doing what he always does, no surprise. James Harden, another triple-double on the year, 17 points, 11 assists, 11 rebounds, fantastic. Joe Harris only took 4 threes and he hit 9 points, so we'll give him that. Blake Griffin down low, no points, 2 rebounds in 18 minutes, and then Bruce Brown at the 4, 8 points on 36% shooting, but the bench here got it done. LaMarcus Aldridge, 6th man of the year. We're already starting the kind of starting the campaign for that. Give LaMarcus Aldridge 6th man of the year, 21 points, 8 rebounds off the bench in 22 minutes, and a plus 29 on the floor, the highest plus minus on the squad. Oh my god, fantastic. DeAndre Bembry, 11 points, 3 assists, and then Javon Carter, 10 points off the bench. So well done for this Nets team. They are truly all coming together. Obviously the whole Kyrie Irving thing kind of messing up the team a little bit, but they're finding a way to get it done. Kevin Durant stepping up like we know he can. Nets get the win, 123-90. Alrighty, then we get the Raptors and the Celtics, and this was one of our picks last night. Raptors +2, and they're not even close to covering that, folks. They lose 104-88, and I'll give credit to the Celtics team. No Jaylen Brown, and they get it done. Who stepped up? Dennis Schroeder. This is a starting lineup that they're rocking with now, and it probably is going to be like this for a while here. Marcus Smart at the 1, Schroeder at the 2, Tatum at the 3, Horford at the 4, and Robert Williams at the 5, and they all got it done for the starting lineup, folks. Marcus Smart, 13 points, 6 assists. Dennis Schroeder, 20 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. We had Robert Williams, 16 points and 13 rebounds. Al Horford, 10 points, 5 rebounds. And then Jason Tatum, 22 points and 12 rebounds. And they shot 44% as a team. Really great performances. Robert Williams, 72% shooting. Dennis Schroeder, 53%. We'll take all of that. So all the starters got it done. And then they had some good bench contribution from Josh Richardson, 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals. Aaron Nesmith only playing 7 minutes, nothing good there. Peyton Pritchard, 1 minute, so still not getting them involved like we really want them to do, but they won this game, so I guess we can't knock them too much. And then for the Raptors, a little disappointed that they couldn't really beat this Celtics team. You know, we like what this Raptors team has been doing so far early on in the season. Nick Nurse, all the praise there. Unfortunately, can't beat the Celtics and only put up 88 points. A little underwhelming performance. But Fred VanVleet, 16 points, 16 assists. Gary Trent Jr., 14 points, 4 rebounds. He shot 2 of 7 from 3. Pascal Siakam still in the starting lineup, still healthy, good to go at the 5, 8.7 rebounds. Scotty Barnes, 21 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, and then OG Anunoby, 14 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. So overall, the starters got it done decently, not as good as the Celtics did, obviously. And then we didn't really have anything good off the bench. We had Savi, Mika Hailuk. Apologies for the butcher. 10 points off the bench. So Raptors just came up a little bit small, but this isn't too concerning for us. We still believe in this Raptors team. Teams lose. It's unfortunate. It's the NBA, long season. Still buying into this Raptors team. Alrighty, then we get the Bucks at the Knicks, and another big O win for this Bucks team, winning 112-100. Game was competitive really all game long. Bucks pull away in the fourth quarter because of the threes, and once again, Grayson Allen at the three here, and put him at the two, put him at the three. He can really fit anywhere on this Bucks team in that regard. So once again, big credit to Grayson Allen, folks. I know he's not the most lovable person to give some respect to, granted his kind of history in the league, but overall, I mean, he's cleaned it all up, folks. I really think we have to start a new narrative on Grayson Allen. I really think he has matured a lot here, and he's a great asset for this Bucks team. So past Grayson Allen, I understand, but I think this is the real deal now, folks. Grayson Allen, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 of 11 from 3. We'll take that absolutely. Drew Holiday, 18.6 assists. Bobby Portis, 17 points, 5 rebounds. Giannis, 15 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists. Fantastic. And then Pat Connaughton off the bench, 7 of 13 from 3, folks. Huge points by him in the fourth quarter to pull away as well. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. What a performance overall in this Bucks team. Still without their big man down low, is still getting it done. So big credit to the Bucks. And then for this Knicks team, a little underwhelming performance for the starters, folks. And once again, the reason why this Knicks team is so good is because of their depth. They really have a kind of complete second team off their bench, and that's really why they were competitive, because the starters, we had Kemba Walker with 2 points, Evan Fournier with 2 points, Mitchell Robinson with 3 points, and RJ Barrett with 9 points, Julius Randle with 16 points. Are you winning a game with your starters all playing like that? Of course not. So Derrick Rose comes in the game, 22 points, 7 assists off the bench, and we are truly done with Kemba Walker in the starting lineup. He had those 2 good back-to-back games last week that really kind of were like, okay, maybe we do want to still see Kemba Walker in the starting lineup here. No. I want Derrick Rose as the primary starter for this Knicks team. I want Derrick Rose playing 30 minutes, and I want Kemba Walker playing 10 minutes off the bench. I need Derrick Rose in the starting lineup. Stop with Kemba Walker. 2 points, 2 assists, 0 of 3 from 3, and 1 of 7 from the field. I'm done with Kemba Walker in the starting lineup. He is not a starter. So Derrick Rose off the bench, like I said, 22 points, 7 assists. Alec Burks off the bench, 14 points. Emmanuel Quickley off the bench, 18 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. And Obi Toppin off the bench, 14 points, 6 rebounds. The bench got it done here. Very well done. Unfortunately, they come up a little bit small because of their starters. Bucks get the win, 112-100. Then we had this game on TV, Pistons at Rockets. Who wanted to watch this game? I had to suffer through this game because the Heat and Lakers were on at 10 o'clock the next game up. So this Pistons team, they win 112-104, but it's against the Rockets. These are 2 not good teams at all. But Pistons get the win. Jeremy Grant on national television, 35 points, 5 rebounds. He should be on national television every single night, so we get that great performance by him consistently out here. Sadiq Bey, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 20 points, 4 rebounds. Well done by the rookie, folks. Getting it done. And then off the bench, we get Kelly Olynyk. Love seeing this man. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 of 6 from the 3. So Detroit was all kind of rocking. This was the best game they played last night, folks. And then for the Rockets, Daniel Tice at the 5, so of course they're not going to win. 6 points, 4 rebounds, a minus 14 on the floor. The worst minus on the floor for this Rockets team. Christian Wood, 20 points, 9 rebounds, fantastic. Kevin Porter Jr., 18 points, 5 assists. Jalen Green, 23 points, 5 rebounds. So they got it done, the main kind of big pieces here, but Daniel Tice is ruining this team, folks. Get Daniel Tice out of here. Remember when Daniel Tice was out for a couple of games and they kept winning? It's not a coincidence, folks. Daniel Tice is not good, and this Rockets team loses. All right, then we get the Mavericks and the Bulls, and one of our other picks last night, Bulls minus 3.5. Bingo, bango, they win by 10. That's a cover, and that's our first hit of the season in the NBA, folks. I think this was our 5th or 6th official pick, and we're finally on the money. We are starting to get our finger on the pulse here in the NBA. A lot of games, long season, a lot of load management and all that. Takes a little bit of time to get everything figured out, but I think we're a little established, folks, so we'll keep it going. Bulls win 117-107 here. Let's start here with the Bulls since they got the win. DeMar DeRozan DeRozan, 17 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. Vucevic, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Zach LaVine, 23 points. Lonzo Ball, 21 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Absolutely fantastic by the Core Four. Is that our nickname for this Bulls team? The Core Four? I think so, folks. It's not the flashiest, but they get the job done. The Core Four in Chicago. Alex Caruso off the bench here, 16 points and 6 steals, folks. Yes, you've heard that right. 6 steals. Absolutely fantastic. Efficient as heck. 85% to 3 or 4 from the 3. Fantastic. So Bulls get the win. And then for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic, 20 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 steals. Fantastic. Tim Hardaway Jr., 21 points. Dwight Powell, 12 points, 4 rebounds. And Kristaps Porzingis, 22 points, 12 rebounds. And then Jalen Brunson off the bench with the 12 points, 7 assists. Just unfortunate, losing by 10. The scoring was not there. They don't have a Core Four here in Dallas. Core Four versus no Core Four. Give me the Core Four, and that's why we swallowed the 3.5 last night. Bulls get the win. All right, we get Hornets at the Grizzlies. Hornets win 118-108 over the Grizzlies, and Kelly Oubre Jr. off the bench with 37 points and 5 rebounds, 7 of 9 from 3. Tsunami Poppy was truly in full effect last night. Love seeing Kelly Oubre Jr. off the bench. This is where we want him, and he had great production last night. Fantastic. LaMelo Ball, 12 points, 8 assists, 9 rebounds as well. Gordon Hayward, 25 points. Terry Rozier, 11 points, 5 assists. Mason Plumlee at the 5, 6 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. And then Miles Bridges, 10 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. So overall, a real good game here by this Hornets team. If we can get this level of production, obviously we're not expecting 37 points a night by Kelly Oubre Jr., but a 15 to 20 point range for him on a nightly basis coming off the bench. This is what's going to help this Hornets team be competitive and try to make a playoff push as the season progresses. Then for this Grizzlies team, another loss here. And man, oh man, they've got to try and do something here. They're losing all these games. They're not looking as good as they were last season. And they just don't have it for some reason. I don't know what happened. But John Moran, 32 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. He shot 1 of 6 from the 3. Yikes. DeAnthony Melton, 7 points. He shot 1 of 7 from 3. Yikes again. Steven Adams down low, 9 points, 13 rebounds. He was a +9 on the floor. Jaren Jackson Jr., 19.6 rebounds. And Desmond Bane in the starting lineup, 2 points on 1 of 10 shooting, folks. That's not going to get it done. Off the bench, they had some real great production. Kyle Anderson, 12.7 rebounds. Dylan Brooks, 20 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds as well. Got to see more Dylan Brooks out here now that he's healthy and good to go. So we'll see what this Grizzly team can start doing here now that they're starting to get everybody good to go here, bench, starting lineup, but they've got to turn it around. What do we got as a record? I think they've got like 4 wins so far still, 6-5. All right, a little bit better than what I thought they were overall, so, but still 6-5, not the greatest. All right, what else? So that was the game. So we're good to move on to the next one here. We got Thunder at Pelicans. Thunder get the win 108-100 over the Pelicans. Still no Zion. Still no Brandon Ingram. So it's Jonas Valanciunas by himself doing it all. 25 points, 15 rebounds. That is our 15 minutes. So let's we still got 5 games to go. Let's go through these a little bit more quickly. Valanciunas trying to do his thing out there. 25 points, 15 rebounds. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 33 points, 10 rebounds. They're trying their damnedest. It's just not enough. Thunder stringing a couple of wins together. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 24 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Lugan Stewart stringing good games together. What the heck? 27 points, 5 rebounds. So they got it done. So is this a new star for the Thunder? Has Lugan Stewart finally figured out how to be consistent? We'll see. They got back-to-back wins here. Thunder win 108-100. Then we get the Kings and the Spurs. And man, oh man, what a high-scoring game this was. Spurs win 136-117. Who was scoring on the Spurs team? They don't got anybody. Who they got? DeJounte Murray, 26 points. Look at this bench. Thaddeus Young, 17 points, 8 assists. Lonnie Walker, 15 points. Devin Vassell off the bench, 15 points. Bryn Forbes off the bench, 15 points. Holy moly, what a scoring performance. And then in their starting lineup, Doug McDermott, 17 points, and Drew Eubanks, 18 points. What a scoring pace that was. Holy cow. And then for the Kings, Buddy Hield. Did he play last night? Oh, he's in the starting lineup. Buddy Hield officially in the starting lineup. He's been playing, 30 plus minutes, all these games, but always on the bench. Now they bring him back to the start, or bring him to the starting lineup. I don't think we've seen him in the starting lineup all season long, folks. So are the Kings kind of warming up to keeping Buddy Hield and not looking to trade him? Real interesting. He didn't have a great night though. 12 points, 2 of 9 from the 3. Kind of his worst performance so far, and he was on the starting lineup. Interesting. The only person that really got it done last night for the Kings was De'Aaron Fox with 37 points and 6 assists. But the Spurs blow them out by scoring 136 points. Then we get the Pacers at the Nuggets, and the Pacers lose a close game. What? This is so bizarre. Of course it's not, folks. We see this all the time. Nuggets get the win 101-98. Still no Michael Porter Jr. I'm going to kind of say it here, and I don't want to say this. I get no pleasure in saying this, but, Michael Porter Jr., his career is a little unfortunately over, folks. That back he's not coming back from that. You can't come back from a back injury. It's unfortunate, folks. I don't like saying that. He's so gosh dang good. He's kind of Kevin Durant, a little bit of a knockoff Kevin Durant, and which is obviously very, very good because Kevin Durant is very, very good. And if you just knock off Kevin Durant, you're still going to be very, very, very good. But he just can't stay healthy, and it's killing him. It's killing him. It's killing me. It's killing the Nuggets. They just spent $200 million on the man. So Will Barton tried his damnedest, 20 points, but Aaron Gordon 8 points. No Jokic because he got suspended. So they still won because all of those circumstances. Pacers, what the hell are we doing? Sabonis, 20 points, 19 rebounds. He does it all the time. It doesn't result into a win here. Miles Turner, 13 points, 8 rebounds. Malcolm Brogdon, 25 points, and then TJ McConnell, 16 points off the bench, but they still lose to a short-handed Nuggets team. This Pacers team, folks, not good. All right, then we get the Blazers at the Suns. Suns winning 119-109. Once again, Blazers overstaying their welcome here. This team can't get it done. They've proven it over and over and over again. Damian Lillard, 28 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, solid night. Norman Powell, 23 points. What he does out here. I mean, we're seeing the Blazers do the same thing. The main ball scorers, Damian Lillard, Norman Powell, CJ McCollum, they usually get it done for the most part, but they just can't win. They can't win this year. No clutch ability here. The depth is okay. Anthony Simons off the bench, 2 points on 9 shots. He had a little bit of a bad shooting night, shooting 11%. Larry Nance Jr., 13 points, 5 rebounds. He's going to be real interesting to see if he can make a huge impact for this Blazers team coming off the bench, but just another loss by them. And then for the Suns, Chris Paul, 21 points, 7 assists. Devin Booker, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. JaVale McGee at the 5 here, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Jay Crowder, 12 points, 5 rebounds. McCall Bridges, 10 points, 5 assists. So the starting lineup got it done. And then Frank Kaminsky, yes, love seeing this man ball out here. And he's been having some real great games so far early on in the season, even though that he's not in the starting lineup. 31 points, 7 rebounds for Frank Kaminsky, the big off the bench here. And that's why they get the win. Last 2 games here, Warriors beat the Timberwolves 123-110. Warriors looking so gosh dang good. We got our updated power rankings tomorrow in the NBA on the show. And this Warriors team, where do we leave them? Do we have them in the top 5? Warriors were 4, so we'll see if they move up any, but they've been having a great stretch early on so far. What do they got, 1 loss so far? They still got 1 loss? 10-1, holy moly, yes sir. Wow. All right, so the Warriors, Steph Curry, 25 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Jordan Poole, 14 points. Kevon Looney, folks, at the 5, 11 points, 17 rebounds. 12 of those 17 were offensive. That's amazing. Draymond Green, 7 points, 6 assists, and then Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, come on, folks. Y'all know we love Andrew Wiggins out here, consistent as heck, and he can be the leading scorer for the squad when he needs to. 35 points, led the team in scoring. Holy moly, what a night by this Warriors team, and they don't even have Klay Thompson back yet, folks. How crazy. And then off the bench, Namaja Jellica, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and Otto Porter Jr., 10 points, 4 rebounds as well. So very well done for the Warriors of getting in the win. And then this Timberwolves team, they've got, their main 3 here. It's just not enough. They need something else here. So we'll see if that kind of forces Karl Anthony Towns out. We kind of see that he wants to kind of get out a little bit here. Obviously, we still got time before the trade deadline, but the Timberwolves need another piece. They need a bench piece. They need they need a 4th option out here for the Timberwolves. We love D'Angelo Russell, 18.7 assists. Karl Anthony Towns, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Anthony Edwards, 48 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. What an amazing performance by him. And they moved him back to the 3, put Patrick Beverley at the 2, 5 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 of 9 from the field. And then Jalen McDaniels, 2 points, 1 rebound on 5 shots. Off the bench here, they got Naz Reid with 16.7 rebounds. Unfortunately, they lose to the Warriors. So we'll see what the Timberwolves can do here. And then the last game of the night, the Heat and the Lakers win without LeBron James. Wow, when they win, they're winning games with Russell Westbrook. Can we all relax on Russell Westbrook a little bit, folks? You know, we go through this every single year of everybody saying he's trash and he can never win and he's this and he's that. And I agree, you know, he's a little Tasmanian devil out there, but the effort, it's a little infectious sometimes, folks, and I still think it's a good thing to have. He definitely needs to clean up the shot selection a little bit. But the Lakers beat the Heat, folks, and we're big on this Heat team. They win 120-117. So let's start here with this Lakers team. Anthony Davis, 24 points, 13 rebounds. DeAndre Jordan, only 1 point and 5 rebounds, only playing 11 minutes in the starting lineup. Russell Westbrook playing 43 minutes, folks, 25 points, 14 assists, 12 rebounds. That's a triple-double. And he almost had a quadruple-double because he had 8 turnovers. But he still was a plus 10 on the floor, folks. You got to give this man credit. I know it's easy to say that he's trash. I get it, folks, but he's kind of turning it around. Yes, the first 4 games for the Lakers, he was really not good, but he's really starting to find it here. Yes, he's still turning over the ball, but that's what you get with Russell Westbrook, still a plus 10 on the floor in 43 minutes, folks. That's impressive. And then Avery Bradley in the starting lineup, 17 points. Off the bench, we had Malik Monk. Thank goodness. This is what we need to start seeing out of Malik Monk. 27.6 rebounds, 3 assists on 4 of 7 from 3. He played 34 minutes off the bench. Carmelo Anthony, 12.6 rebounds. Wayne Ellington, 12 points. So Malik Monk, we knew he's going to be a big old key to this team, and he stepped up last night being the leading scorer off the bench. So Lakers get the win. And then why did the Heat lose? Well, Jimmy Butler went out of the game, folks, and that's really it. He played 12 minutes, 7 points. Getting to the line, but we'll see how long he's going to be out for. But, you know, they definitely need Jimmy Butler here. He's the dog. He's the leader. He's the captain of this squad here. So they were competitive without him, which is good. But overall, if this Heat team wants to get deep in the playoffs, they obviously need Jimmy Butler. So we'll see how long he's going to be out for. Bam Adebayo at the 5 led the team in scoring, 28 points, 6 steals, 10 rebounds. Kyle Lowry, 18 points, 11 assists. Duncan Robinson, 12 points, 6 rebounds. And then PJ Tucker with 10 points and 13 rebounds. Well done for PJ Tucker, knowing that, hey, no Jimmy Butler, I need to kind of increase my scoring a little bit. And he got 10 points, and we really don't see that a lot by PJ Tucker. So we'll take that all day. Off the bench, Tyler Hero, 27 points on 5 of 8 from 3. This man is here again, folks. Took last year off, and he's back to bubble form. Unfortunately, they come up 3 points short here. Lakers get the win, 120-117. Alrighty, that is the NBA from last night. Do we got anything good on tonight, folks? Anything good on tonight? Can we keep our little bit of a streak going, finally hitting? We got 3 games on. We got Raptors, 76ers. 76ers -3, Raptors +3. That doesn't seem too right. Let's see who's out here for the 76ers team. This really should be, in my opinion, 76ers maybe -7. So let's see who's in and out for the 76ers team. Seth Curry, game time decision. Tobias Harris, game time decision. Joel Embiid, out. So okay. And then for the Raptors, Pascal Siakam is a game time decision. So that's also a little bit big as well. Yeah, no Joel Embiid, but we could still count on Andre Drummond to get it done. I'm gonna take the 76ers -3 tonight, folks. Then we get the Pacers Jazz. Pacers +10, Jazz -10. Pacers, they lose close games, so the +10 is decent there. We just have no confidence in betting this Pacers. And then the Heat in a back-to-back against the Clippers tonight. Damn, that's a tough little gauntlet here, facing the LA teams on the road both times. Heat +4, Clippers -4. I'll stay away from this one. No Jimmy Butler tonight. We'll just take the 76ers -3. Alrighty, that is all the NBA we needed to go over for today. Let's check NFL.com. Is it back up and running so we could watch Matthew Stafford in our Wednesday film study that had a little bit of an overflow to our Thursday show? And of course not. NFL.com, what are we doing? And this hindered us last night as well when we were on the biggest podcast in the country, folks. Wednesdays Wednesdays with Wheels. I know y'all have heard of it. I don't need to explain what that is to y'all because we all just know what it is because it's so gosh dang big. And we were trying to watch the Bills, folks. We were trying to watch the Bills last night on that show, and we came up with some errors because the website is absolutely trash. Luckily, it came up a couple of minutes later, so, we still got to it, and we still, went off without a hitch, which is great because, this is our first time on a big old podcast, and our source wants to kind of ruin us. Man, so... we're going to have to wait on Matthew Stafford, and they are a Monday, so we do have a little bit of extra time, but we've got to get our bets in as soon as we can, folks. Remember the value. We say it all the time. The value is decreasing, and every day we have to wait to watch Matthew Stafford's decision-making. We're going to lose out on that value potentially for the Monday night game, so geez. So we can't get to that today, but what we will do to supplement it, we got to shout out Colt McCoy a little bit. We have to go to YouTube for these highlights. How crazy, because NFL.com, Game Pass, all that. But let's watch Colt McCoy, little minute highlight clip from what he did. I mean, what a big step-up job he did. Cardinals coming off the loss, the real emotional, shouldn't have lost against the Packers. No Kyler Murray. And Colt McCoy says, hey, on the road, you need me to be relied upon? I could do that. So let's shout out Colt McCoy right here. Here we go. Up 14-0. And look at this first big ooh, he's got a little bit of an arm. What a great floater pass right here. Throws it from his own 5-yard line. Gets it all the way down to the 45 yards. 40 yards right on stride right there. Fantastic. Gets him over midfield. That's the Christian Kirk utilizing all of his weapons like we saw. Fantastic. Here we go. Colt McCoy again. A nice little drop back. Slant route to Zach Ertz right on the money so we can get another 7 yards right there. Here we go in the red zone just to set up a little kind of screen off the right side. Accurate. Bingo, bango. Here we go. They're still up 10 here, 17-7. And look at the escapability. Oh, keeping his eyes downfield and accurate as heck. Oh, Colt McCoy, folks, navigating the pocket. Look at this throw. On the money. That's great. Here we go on 3rd and 4. Got to pick up a first down here. Oh, my God. Pocket's collapsing. He finds a way out of it and takes off, runs with it, dives forward, even though he was already past the first down marker. The man's a gamer, and he got 3 more yards than he needed to on 3rd and 4. Here we go, another one. Oh, what a pump fake right here. What a pump fake. Hits the slant route on the money. Oh, my God. Should he be the starter? Is Colt McCoy better than Kyler Murray? Of course not, but hey, he got it done this game. This is great, folks. What a great performance. I know the defense got them in some nice kind of easy situations, but Colt McCoy, all he needed to do was be a game manager, and that's exactly what we got from him. Big shout out to Colt McCoy this week. Unfortunately, he probably won't see any more on-field action, but if they need to go back to him for any other reason, let's knock on wood because we don't want to see it. But if he's out there, he's got our bets, he's got our believability in Colt McCoy. So well done, Colt McCoy. Took advantage of the opportunity. Next man up mentality. Big shout out to Cliff Kingsbury as well. No DeAndre Hopkins, still utilizing all of his weapons. Colt McCoy. If we were tracking quarterback progress as this season and not the tight ends, we'd give Colt McCoy an A++, folks. Absolutely. Alrighty, last thing we have to do for today's show. I know I told y'all it'd be a little bit shorter since we can't get the Rams tape up, folks. It's not our internet. It is the website, folks. It is not on our end, so don't come at me at all. I don't want to hear anything. This is the website. Absolutely trash. So let's start predicting these lines for this week, seeing where the great value is and all of that. When we were on Wednesdays with Wheels last night, we did predict and already react to 3 of the lines. We'll talk it through. We'll have it here for y'all as well. We'll post that episode link in the description if y'all are interested in that as we were talking about it. So we'll put that in the description of this video and the podcast and all that so y'all can find it. So let's start talking about these Week 10 lines, and let's start with tonight's game. And this is one that we already predicted, and we wanted to predict it on the show last night because we wanted to see, is this spread going to tell us who's going to be starting for the Dolphins? Because we know Tua is going to be a game-time decision, a true game-time decision, and Jacoby Brissett, he's going to be trash. I mean, if Jacoby Brissett's out there tonight, I mean, bet the Ravens minus 50 points, folks. I mean, this Dolphins offense will get absolutely obliterated by the Ravens if Tua is not out there. So we predicted the line with Tua. If Tua was going to play, we call it Ravens -8. And if Tua was not playing, we called it Ravens -13.5. Let me get the actual spread line up here. If I remember from last night, it was Ravens -7.5, and it's Ravens -7.5. So I'm assuming Tua is going to play, folks. That's what we said last night. We predicted it. If Tua was going to play, Dolphins -8. It's Dolphins +8, and it's Dolphins +7.5. So I'm assuming Tua will go, even though it's a game time decision. We did this 2 weeks ago when Baker Mayfield was a game time decision. When we saw the spread of Browns -3.5, we knew Baker was playing. He was actually playing. Bingo bango, spread tells all. And same thing with the Cowboys for Dak Prescott that same week. Cowboys were +2.5. That was the 8 o'clock game, the late game. So we wouldn't know since he was a game time decision until about 5, 6 o'clock, and it was Cowboys +2.5. We knew Dak wasn't playing based on that spread, and he wasn't playing. So Dolphins being +7.5, I think Tua gives it a go tonight. And if Jacoby Brissett is playing on that Ravens -7.5, that's the easiest value of the week. You better swallow that up. So Dolphins +7.5. We'll see how it goes. We'll stay away from it. No great value either way you slice it, because this Dolphins offense is still a little bit lackluster, even with Tua, but Tua's great. It's everybody else, play calling, all that. We'll see how good this Dolphins defense goes against the running attack of the Ravens as well. So, yeah, that's the Thursday night game tonight. I think we're going to stay away from it. All right, here we go. Let's start talking about some Sunday games. First one up is Bills and the Jets. We already predicted this one as well last night, but we predicted it at Bills minus... We went Bills -7.5. It's a little bit larger than that. We'll talk about that when we get it there. All right. Then we get Bucks Washington. All right, here we go. Bucks at Washington this week, folks. Washington defense is starting to kind of get a little bit better as the season progresses. The offense is still a little bit of a question mark. In this Bucks team, they've been rolling, folks. Coming off of the bye this week, looking very good. Coming on the road, this one's probably Bucks all day. Still not really any bettability, buyability, believability in this Washington team. They haven't really put a full game together quite yet. I'll call this one Bucks -8 on the road. All right, then we get the Falcons at the Cowboys, and this one's going to be real interesting to see what Vegas puts the spread at, because we might be able to get some great value. Cowboys with the bad loss, Falcons with the good win, and we'll see if Vegas kind of overreacts a little bit, or if they're trying to get everybody else to overreact based on their spread. So this one's going to be interesting, but I mean, this one really should be Cowboys -9.5. Yes, I mean, I'm not worried about it. They had a little bit of a bad game. They kept going for it on fourth down, gave the momentum to the Broncos. It's an unfortunate loss. A little bit of an unfortunate week last week all around the NFL. Bills losing, Cowboys losing, all of that. So we're not going to, panic and cause for concern. Falcons still going to be without Calvin Ridley here. And the Falcons, I mean, they're going to Cordell Patterson, and the Cowboys, the defense will probably lock him up. And other than that, the Falcons, yeah, they got Kyle Pitts, but, he's been a little spotty. He had a breakout game a couple weeks ago, kind of sunk back into not doing anything good. So can't see this Falcons team pulling 2 games, stringing the 2 good games together. And that's what we get with this Falcons team. As soon as you think they're good, they're absolutely trash. And then when they're trash, they have a good performance, getting everybody back engaged. And it's just a big old roller coaster ride all season long. Don't fret too much with the Cowboys losing last night, folks. We'll call this one Cowboys -9.5, and we'll see if Vegas has some disrespectful value there. All right, then we got the Saints at the Titans, and we predicted this one at Titans -20. We are done with the disrespect in Vegas. Titans getting points against the Bills, they win outright. Titans getting points against the Chiefs, they win outright. Titans getting points against the Colts, they win outright. Titans getting points against the Rams, they win outright. When will Vegas learn? Anything under 20 points here is going to be taken as disrespect, folks. Do you understand me? I'm done playing Vegas's game. I'm done seeing the disrespect we've cashed in over the last 5 weeks with this Titans team. Titans minus 20 is our official prediction. Anything lower than that will be taken as disrespect. Now, the Saints, we just watched Trevor Siemian on our Wednesday film study, and he looked good. The accuracy was truly shored up, but we have to remember the Saints offense isn't about the big deep ball. They barely stretch the field vertically. This Titans team, bend but don't break defense, and they'll be able to cover it pretty solidly. Adrian Peterson with the fresh game back. Expect him to get a little bit better than what he did last week. And Ryan Tannehill at home, I'm sure he takes advantage. So Titans minus 20, folks, our official prediction. Then we get the Jaguars at the Colts here. Alrighty, Jaguars coming off of a win, but they never moved the ball, folks. They really didn't move the ball. They've had 3 field goals, scored off of a turnover, and all of that. So still not buying this Jaguars team too much here. Trevor Lawrence is still pretty solid, but overall the team is nothing great. The Colts here, they're a good team if you rank them as a good team, if you rank the Colts as a good team, they're the worst of the good teams. So the worst of the good teams can still beat and kind of blow out the below average teams, and the Jaguars are a below average team. So yes, the Colts are 4-5, but this Colts team is still a good team when they're not facing a good team. So this is going to be, and we might be able to get some sneaky good value here. We're going to call this one Colts minus 10, folks, and we'll see how it goes. And might be able to get some good value, but this Colts team against the Jags, that's an easy no-brainer. Colts minus 10. And they need to take advantage because this Colts team is 4-5. They need to start getting back into their own division because the Titans have been spanking them all season long. Alrighty. What's this next game up here? We got Lions at the Steelers. Alrighty, Steelers coming off of a close victory this week on Monday Night Football. So a little bit of a shorter week for them, but it's against the Lions. They're showing nothing good, and the Steelers defense will take it to them. We know Jared Goff can't even play, and against a good defense, he flounders big time. We see it all the time, even in the red zone. So Steelers expect this defense to get it going, and we'll see how many times Big Ben can cash in. But we're going to call this one Steelers minus, we'll go 7, right on that hook, minus 7. Alrighty, then we get the Browns at the Patriots, and this is going to be a good old game. This is going to be a real good game. 2 great defenses. Browns going into New England. Everybody doesn't like the Browns, and this is a real test against a Bill Belichick-led defense. Mac Jones playing great game-managing football, but has to go against a Browns defense that, made Joe Burrow flounder pretty solidly. So this one's going to be a big old dogfight. I'd probably take the under, even though we really don't. I don't ever really like taking overs and unders. I really try to stick to the spread line and all that. But I could see this one definitely being a little bit of a scrappy dogfight out here. I'm going to call this one Patriots minus 3. Right on, home team always gets minus 3. I really think these teams overall are pretty similar. I think the Browns have a more explosive offense with Baker Mayfield. But, overall, at the end of the day, they're going against the Patriots that, has proven to move the ball. Josh McDaniels getting it done, scheming stuff open, and Bill Belichick with the defense. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to put this one at Patriots minus 3. Patriots at home, always a tough out. Browns on the road, coming off of a real good win. We'll see if they can keep it up. We believe they can. Going to be a great game overall. This is going to be a real good game to watch, folks. One of the best games of the week, honestly, I would say. Is this the best game of the week? This might be the best game of the week. It might be the best game of the week. I think, are we ready to say that? Seahawks Packers should be good since Russell Westbrook and Aaron Rodgers are coming back. But overall, for the 1 o'clock slate, Browns Patriots. Yeah. Gonna be a great one. Oh my goodness. Can't wait for that. Hopefully that's in my area because I kind of want to watch that one just straight up. But we'll see. All right, next game up here. We get the Vikings at the Chargers. This one's going to be a real interesting game as well. Vikings always in it, but they lose. Classic. Chargers. Aggressiveness, always still aggressive. They'll probably be aggressive against the Vikings because it doesn't matter whatever you do in the game, whether you throw 4 turnovers or whether you only put up 1 point, you'll still win against the Vikings. So expect the Chargers to still be aggressive this week. They're the better team, clearly. They're at home. This Vikings team, Dalvin Cook, some domestic violence disputes. Was it him being domestic violence? Was he's the recipient? All of that. That's still getting worked out. But overall, the Chargers Chargers are just better. Justin Herbert can get it done against a real good Eagles defense last week. Still got it done in the clutch, all that. I'm going to call this one Chargers minus 4.5 here over the Vikings. Then we get the Panthers and the Cardinals, and honestly, Sam Darnold being out is the best thing to happen to Carolina this entire year. And now we're getting some rumors about potentially Cam Newton rejoining the Panthers. How crazy would that be? Has this broken? There's a lot of rumors saying it's gonna get done. He's in for a visit right now. We'll see. Let's quickly see. I don't really see it breaking, so probably expect it. Still no OBJ news breaking. When is this man going to make up his mind? So yeah, expect obviously Cam Newton not this week. Free agent quarterback Cam Newton is meeting with the Carolina Panthers today. We'll see if he's good to go. But he's not going to play this week. But overall, still no Sam Darnold. And once again, this is the best case scenario for the Panthers this week. Unfortunately, they're facing the Cardinals, who are just completely better. Sam Darnold in, Sam Darnold out. It really not going to make a difference against this Cardinals team. So we're going to call this one Cardinals minus 14.5. Actually, I'm going to put it right under the hook of 14.2 touchdowns. So I'll call it Cardinals minus 13.5. They still have Christian McCaffrey. They've still got, who is it? PJ. Is it PJ Washington? I don't think it's PJ Washington. Let me get his official name up. He was in the XFL, one of those other football leagues this season. Or last season, 2 seasons ago, whenever all that happened, the COVID things is still, you're talking like 2 years ago, like the initial start of COVID, 1.5 years, however you want to truly measure it. When all those other football leagues were kind of blossoming a little bit, they stayed open a little bit. One went bankrupt and one couldn't finish because, I believe, of COVID. So when they were trying to get off, here we go, the quarterback. Philip Walker, that's what I meant to say, I think. Philip Walker, or they start Matt Barkley. I think they brought him in as well. But either quarterback they use, it's not going to get it done against this Cardinals defense, unfortunately. So we're going to call this one Cardinals minus 13.5. I would stay away. I don't even know what the spread is, but I stay away from it regardless because, the backup quarterbacks coming in and filling in game one usually get it done this year for some reason. Once again, starting quarterback is the most important position in the league, but if you have to switch it for one game, it doesn't matter. I don't get it, folks. It's the one thing you just don't understand. It's an enigma of the NFL. So I would definitely stay away from the Panthers. Cardinals, Panthers, they may be competitive. It's not Sam Darnold, so that's gonna make Robbie Anderson happy. We see him, upset on the sideline a lot because Sam Darnold just is not getting him the ball. Oh man. All right, so that's Panthers, Cardinals, Sam Darnold, folks. It's just so laughable. It's just so funny. He's out now. How crazy. It's unfortunate he's out. I'm not laughing at the injury. I'm just, it's the best. It's the best thing to happen to the Panthers this season. We'll call it Cardinals minus 13, folks. Alrighty. Next game up here, Eagles at the Broncos. This one's going to be a good one as well. Broncos just found their footing last week. We'll see if that's kind of the real deal. Once again, we're starting to get to we are at the midpoint of the season. Teddy Bridgewater, new environment for a quarterback, took a couple of weeks to kind of truly get acclimated. So, we'll see if last week was legit or if they're just going to go back to, the first 3 weeks good, next 4 weeks bad. We'll see if this Broncos team is legit. This Eagles defense, I think, can keep it up. Unfortunately, they have to go into Mile High. We'll see how that altitude affects this Eagles offense overall, but I'm going to put this one right on that 3-point line. Broncos minus 3 for the home team, and I think this Eagles team can be competitive. They are always competitive, folks. Unfortunately, they are losing close. This Eagles team, like we've been saying, they're the best 3-win team, I think, in all of football. So if we can get some solid points, if we can get like Eagles plus 5, I think that's where we will start to say that's good value for the Eagles. But if it's, a 3, 4, I stay away from the game. We'll see what Vegas puts it at. Then we get Seahawks at Packers. Going to be a great one. Russell Wilson back. Aaron Rodgers should be back. So 2 quarterbacks, not playing, a little rusty overall. Probably stay away from it. But this Packers defense is real good. They held the Chiefs to only 13 points. That's absolutely fantastic. Seahawks offense is still struggling. Before Russell Wilson went out, the offense was still struggling with Geno Smith. I'm expecting it to still struggle a little bit here, his first game back, especially on the road. We'll call this one Packers minus 4. Then we get the Sunday night game, Chiefs at Raiders. Should be a good one as well here. Raiders, competitive last week. They really should have won, just really turned the ball over way too much in the second half, and that's really why they lost. So overall, we are still good on rocking with this Raiders team. Rich Bisaccia should still have this team good to go. The really only reason why they lost because Derek Carr had a little bit of a bad game. He has a bad game. Everybody has a bad game here and there, folks. Like last week in the NFL was just bad games by some really good above average teams. And it's just unfortunate we get this a couple of times every NFL season. There's no reason to burn down the Raiders. The Chiefs still struggling offensively. This Raiders defense is solid. It's a solid defense. It's not great, it's not bad, it's solid out here. And this Chiefs team is still struggling to move the ball a little bit, only 13 points last week. Now, they did not turn the ball over last week, so we still have a little bit of buy ability. We're starting to get a little bit of buy ability in the Chiefs this week. So I'm going to call this one Raiders. Probably minus, I'm going to give them a little bonus here, a little -3.5. Give them that extra half a point right there, and we might be able to get some good value here with the Raiders. Might be able to get some good value this week. We'll see what Vegas puts the line at. And then the Monday night game, Rams at 49ers. Jimmy G, Kyle Shanahan, all of that drama going on here. 49ers defense is okay. Got obliterated by Colt McCoy last week. Not the greatest. This Rams team obliterated by the Titans last week. This Rams defense is really, really good. So if Jimmy G is out there, it might not be the greatest day for him. But Jimmy G, we still believe is a little serviceable. We're not 100% out on Jimmy G like I believe the national media is and Kyle Shanahan for some reason. But overall, Matthew Stafford, not the most consistent. We got to still watch the film study, folks, to really truly know if this is going to be great value or not. We'll call this one. We're going to call this one Rams -2, and it's really just solely on the defense, honestly. And we know Matthew Stafford, for the most part, moves the ball solidly, but then gets caught in some sacks and doesn't see open plays all the time. So this Rams defense should still be able to carry. Matthew Stafford should still be able to be solid and serviceable. We'll call this one Rams -2. This 49ers in a little bit of a sputter here, and we'll see if they can get out of it on Monday Night Football. We'll call it Rams -2. All right, now that we have all the lines predicted, let's see what they are. Is our thinking right on par with Vegas? Is Vegas being disrespectful again this week? They only went like 1 week without being disrespectful so far this season, folks. We've been cashing in on the disrespect. That's why we do this every single week, folks. Let's see if we still get the disrespect. So obviously, like we said, Ravens -7, Dolphins +7 tonight. I'm assuming Tua will play, and we're just going to stay away from it. I don't think it's any great value either way. This Ravens defense is really good. This Dolphins offense is really subpar. Offensive line is atrocious. Dolphins defense is pretty solid. It's a solid defense right there that can get it done and got it done last week. It won us the game against the Texans. Tyrod Taylor throwing 3 interceptions. We'll see if the running game kills the Dolphins or not. I'm going to stay away from it. I don't think it's any good value, folks. We will stay away from the Thursday night game. Alrighty then, here we go. Bills at Jets. We predicted this line at Bills -7.5, and it's Bills -11. I think this spread has came down a point from last night. But Bills -11 here. I can see this being a 10-point win here for the Bills. I don't think it's any great value. That's what we said last night on the show. Bills -10. I don't buy into that. I don't think it's great value. It's a division rival, and still no Zach Wilson, so Mike White is still going to be playing, and he's getting it done pretty solidly here. So we'll stay away from the Bills-Jets. I don't think it's any great value overall. All right, then we get the Bucks at Washington. We predicted this line at Bucks -8, and it's Bucks -9. So right on kind of par right here with Vegas. This Bucks offense is great. You got Tom Brady. He's coming off of a bad performance against the Saints, throwing 3 turnovers, I should say, with that 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. So no viability in this Washington team. Vegas agrees. We'll see if we take this tomorrow when we make our official picks on the show. But, yeah, right on our thinking. Fantastic. We'll see if Taylor Heineke's gamer comes out this week. All right, then we get the Falcons at the Cowboys, and this is where we could potentially get some good value with an overreaction of Vegas. We called this one at Cowboys -9.5, and it's Cowboys -8. So, not great value, but exactly what the value should be, like we said. So once again, right on par with Vegas. They're not, they're not selling the Cowboys, so nobody should be selling the Cowboys. The national media isn't really they're selling the Cowboys a little bit. Don't do it at all. The national media, they've always been silent on the Falcons because it's the Falcons. They're always doing this. So Cowboys -8 should be good value. We'll see if we take this tomorrow with a bounce back game from Dak and company. Still at home as well, so still can get it done at home. Alrighty, here we go. Titans and Saints. We predicted this one at Titans -Saints and will not take anything less than that. And it's Titans -2.5. Vegas is still saying that the Saints are better somehow than the Titans. When will Vegas learn? Have you not learned when I'm backing up the Brinks truck to the vault and taking out all the money? They're still not learning. The vault was empty when I left it. I don't know who's filling the vault, but I will be emptying it again this week. Woo! Woo! Titans -2, Vegas. You better be ready for me because I'm coming down Sunday. I'm not going to wait till Monday like I've been doing the last 4 weeks. I'm coming down Sunday. This is a 1 o'clock game. I'll be down there at 5:30. You understand me? I want my money ready. I want to be greeted at the door. I want to be escorted into the vault. I want a little bit of a banner that says Takes by Fans is the best sports show in the world, and they're better than Vegas, and they know what they're talking about, and Vegas doesn't know anything. I want that all on a banner. So the time is ticking. Make sure my demands are met because I'm not playing around no more with y'all. Do you understand me? 5:30 Sunday evening. I will be there to cash out. Titans -2.5. I absolutely cannot believe it. If you didn't take the points against the Bills, okay, I can get it. If you didn't take the points against the Chiefs, okay, I'll understand. If you didn't take the points against the Colts, shame on you. If you didn't take the points against the Rams, shame on you. Get this value. Titans -2.5, still being absolutely disrespected as heck. Be ready, Vegas. I will be there. Alrighty, here we go. Jaguars at Colts. Next matchup up here. We predicted the line at Colts -10, and bango, first one of the day. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner right on the money. Colts -10, exactly what it should be. Once again, this Jaguars team, they were not moving the ball consistently last week. It was just unfortunate. The Bills lost. They got into a little bit of a defensive dog battle down there, and that's just how the game went. Colts out here looking to kind of get back on track. They're at home. This is a good team against bad teams. Colts -10 is the value like we knew it should be. Alrighty, then we get the Lions at the Steelers. We predicted this line at Steelers -7 and Steelers -8. Folks, we are right on the ball this week. We understand. Once again, talking every game, every week, seeing what's up. We've got our finger on the pulse here, folks. So bet the gosh dang Titans -2.5. Please. Woo! Man, we are on fire this week. Man, I love it. We're going to be cashing in Vegas. They're already ready for me. They can be ready for y'all too. Y'all can, we can take a jet. We can take my jet. You want to take my private jet. Everybody that's winning this week, 5:30, or it's going to take off at 4:30. We're going to leave about 4 o'clock off the tarmac. So if you want to cash in with us in Vegas, be at the tarmac at 4 p.m. Eastern time, folks. Woo! All right, here we go. Browns at Patriots. Potential good value here. We'll see. We predicted this one at Patriots -3, and it's Patriots -2.5. So they're giving a little extra edge to the Browns, and I think overall that's fine. Overall just piece-wise, the Browns have more pieces, better pieces than the Patriots. But overall, it's the Patriots. You can't count them out. So once again, right on the money right here. I think I'll stay away from it. No great value. It's right on that line. So we'll stay away from it, but it's going to be a good-ass game to watch. Absolutely. Alrighty, next game up here, we got the Vikings at the Chargers. We predicted this line at Chargers -4.5, and it's only Chargers -3. Now, I think that is good value, absolutely. This Vikings team doesn't win. They get into overtime. They still lose. They are close all game. They still lose. They have big 10-point, 14-point leads. They still lose. This Chargers team is aggressive. They're at home. Vikings on the road. Chargers -3, I think, is really good value right here. Absolutely. I think this is definitely going to be one of our picks this week. Absolutely. Got to tune in tomorrow's show, noon Eastern, to see our official picks. Alrighty, then we get the Panthers at the Cardinals. We predicted this line at Cardinals -13.5, and it's only Cardinals -10.5, so better value than we thought we could be getting here. Once again, it's the Panthers without a quarterback. Potential wonkiness ensues, and they keep it close, maybe backdoor cover, anything like that. So overall, I would advise to stay away from this game. Panthers defense is still solid as well. That's, still, this Panthers team isn't good as a whole. I don't like Matt Rule. The offense, besides Christian McCaffrey, is nothing great. But the defense is the real deal, folks. Kyler Murray first game back. Maybe he tries to do something a little bit more than what he should be doing because Colt McCoy just had a good performance and he just wants to kind of be like, hang on, stop praising Colt McCoy. Daddy's back. No, so I don't think we get that, but it's a possibility. I'll just stay away from this game, I think. Cardinals -10.5. All right, last four games. Let's finish up here. We get the Eagles at the Broncos. Once again, potential for some good value if Vegas is sleeping on the Eagles right here. We predict this one at Broncos -3, and ding, 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 right on the money again this week. Broncos -3. Eagles +3 is tempting value, folks. I'm not going to lie. We took the Eagles +2.5 last week. They lose by 3. A potential scenario where they lose by 3 again. Get the extra half a point maybe just so you're guaranteed a win off of a field goal loss. But we'll see if this makes it into our picks here. This Eagles team is a legit team, folks. They are better than their record. They're just very young and starting to figure out how to win close games, and how to put up points consistently. But overall, the defense is real solid, and they're still moving the ball somewhat offensively through the ground game mostly. And once they start to open up the passing game a little bit more and letting Jalen Hurts kind of play freely a little bit more, the Eagles team is going to soar. The Eagles will soar, folks. The Eagles will soar. Alrighty, next game up here, we go Seahawks at the Packers. We predicted this game at Packers -4, and it's only Packers -3. Once again, acceptable right here, and we've been on the money. Have we been wrong? I think the most one we were wrong about is the Cardinals being about 3 points off. Everything else is right on the money this week, folks. Absolutely. So here, yeah, we understand the value here. Packers -3. 2 quarterbacks that haven't played in a couple of weeks, 1 week, COVID, big in the national media, getting crucified in the national media, all that. Probably going to stay away from this game, or maybe even take the Packers -3 right here. Once again, the Seahawks, this Packers defense is the real deal, and the offense has been struggling as of, lately, even with Russell Wilson. So this is a must-win game for the Seahawks. Packers at home. Packers defense is real solid. Packers -3 may be good value. We'll see if we take it tomorrow. All right, I think this is the last potential value that we could get for the week, folks. Chiefs at Raiders. We predicted this line at Raiders -3. Raiders -3.5, and it's going to be Raiders +2.5. Real interesting right there. I believe they're kind of sleeping on this Raiders team. We get 2.5 here at home. Primetime game. Time for Rich Bisaccia to be like, hey, I'm the real deal. Derek Carr needs to step it up this week. A little bit of a flounder job last week, late in the games, unfortunately, with the turnovers. But overall, this offense is still buyable. It's still bettable. Maybe even buy up that extra half a point right there to get the Raiders +3. This Chiefs team, they didn't turn over the ball last week, which is great. We'll see if they can continue to do that. I don't think we're going to put this Chiefs team back in the top 10. We have to do our top 10 tomorrow on the show. I know we're a little bit late on that. But I really want to see this Chiefs team go back-to-back games without a turnover. The first step last week of not doing it, fantastic. Definitely fantastic. Exactly what we wanted to see. But is that a fluke? Is that going to be an outlier game? Or can we see it back-to-back? So it's going to be a great game. Raiders +2.5. I think it's solid value. And I think I'm ready to rock with Rich Bisaccia again this week. And then the Monday night game, Rams at 49ers. We predicted this one at Rams -2, and it's Rams -3.5. So we'll decide if this is good value or not. Hopefully the film study is up for Matthew Stafford on tomorrow's show, so we can do that before we make our official picks here. But we will be tempted to take Rams -3.5 here if Matthew Stafford passes our film study test of what decisions he was making in that loss against the Titans. We still have to figure that out. Alrighty, so some good value this week, folks. We're right on the money, right on par with Vegas is thinking. Our predictions were so on this week, folks. Once again, we have our finger on the pulse, and once we have our finger on the pulse, we're not going to lose that pulse. We're going to keep up that pulse, folks. So I think we are in the prime of Takes by Fans here, and the rest of the way, we're going to be making a lot of money. We're already going to Vegas prematurely. We know the Titans will cover 2.5 points. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely disrespectful. Oof. All right. That is going to do it for us today. Has there been any breaking news? Any breaking news? Doesn't seem like OBJ is going to do anything until after Sunday's game. He's in no rush. He just wants to get on a championship level team so he can go into the playoffs. So he's going to take one more week to truly figure out the landscape of the NFL. And we still have no news on a Cam Newton deal. We just know he's there. And that is it. We know that Deshaun Jackson is officially with the Raiders, and we'll see if he's good to go for this week as well. Once again, Raiders +2.5. Solid value, you would think. Alrighty, folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We are live tomorrow, noon Eastern, making our official picks, breaking down the Thursday night game, breaking down the NBA from last night, and hopefully watching Matthew Stafford's decision-making. NFL.com, can you get your stuff together? Please, please, please. You're killing us this year. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're back live tomorrow, folks. We'll see you. Have a great one. And we'll see if Cam Newton gets signed. I think he will. I think we open up the show, talk about Cam Newton tomorrow. We'll see.